You can just announce that you're taking off runway 30, be remaining in the pattern at Scottsbluff.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, departing runway 30, staying in the pattern, Scottsbluff.
Looks clear. Go ahead and use, yeah, that's alright. I was going to say go ahead and use your taxi light, but yeah, just leave it off. Center line looks good. Power set. There's 60. Go ahead and start a gentle back pressure rotation. A little more right rudder, just a little bit. Pull that nose up a little bit more, get you to 85. And a little bit, just a touch of right rudder. A little bit of right rudder pressure is about all you need, just a little pressure on that pedal. And we're going to bounce around a little bit because of that shifting wind, so as far as that ball swinging back and forth, no big deal. If you're looking out ahead, you kind of just want to make sure that that tail's staying right directly behind you. Okay, you can start your left turn. This thing may be kind of a nuisance. This thing hanging down. Get that out of the world, I think. Southwest departure.
traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, left downwind for runway 30, Scottsbluff.
Okay, being the numbers. So pull the power back a little bit. Basically kind of straight up. Carb heat comes on. As you get into flap range, one notch of flaps. And you just hold altitude until you get back to that 85 and get it trimmed up for 85. Whatever you think you need. You can turn your base leg now. You're at a 45-degree angle to runway 30. Bunch of seagulls still around. Finally got rid of all the geese, now we got a bunch of seagulls.
I always wondered how seagulls get this far in.
Yeah.
They're not really seagulls, I guess. But
Yeah, I guess they're not, but whatever they are. They still put dents in there.
Scottsbluff, traffic, Bonanza 8617, back, turning across, land for 30, and departing the battery. Scottsbluff. Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, on final for runway 30, Scottsbluff.
Alright. So for final approach, kind of control your descent rate with power, but keep your speed exactly the same using your using the pitch to control that speed. Go ahead and go full flaps. You're in close enough that if your engine quit, you could still make the runway. Might have to trim it, retrim it a little bit for the full flaps. There you go. Looking good. The
Way long
wind is
way.
kind of kicking you around. That's okay. Just maintain your speed. As we get in a little bit closer and get down lower, then we'll start to bleed off some of that speed. But if you're way high, holding the speed, just bringing up a little bit more power, it'll sink down a little bit. And then sometimes as you get a little bit closer, depending on your sink rate, you're right, a little bit of rate rudder, just a little bit. You might have to add a little bit of power to stop your descent rate. But this looks good. Lined up at the runway, you use your rudder pedal, just keep it lined up down the runway. Keep your eyes down the runway, hold that nose off. Boom. There you go, right idle, good idle. There you go. Reach down and use that brake. There you go. Alright. Okay. Let's slow it down. Let's go, we'll go taxi back. So we'll turn off here after we slow it up. Finish getting slowed down here. And then you can just turn around and go back to that. There you go.
A lot different with the thermals.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of kicking you around a little bit, so you just go ahead and ride with it. But at the same time, you still maintain your speed, plus or minus 5 miles per hour, using your pitch. Control your descent rates with your power. So if you're way high out there, go ahead and bring off some power. Like in that case, I think we were getting some updraft, which was kind of holding us up there.
Yeah.
I don't know, this sound of this thing sounds a little weird. I think
It comes in and out. Sometimes
I actually think it's something's wrong with the intercom. That's going into a bypass mode. But anyway, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
yeah.
I'll have to see if I can find another exchange intercom. So we can swap this one out. Unless the ground's not very good or something, I don't know. Check that out. But anyway, so as you're coming down though, you just bring that power off have to get yourself down and then bring the power back in to stop that descent rate out there when you're still short of the runway. Then you can just carry it on in, and then as you're looking down the runway using your rudder, you did a really nice job with the rudder. They're looking down the runway to keep yourself straight with the runway. And then as you're settling down and you're bringing back pressure to hold that nose off, you're bringing that all the way to idle, and then you just hold that there and keep that nose up there, because as soon as you pull it to idle, that nose is going to want to drop. So you just keep looking eyes all the way down the runway and get that sight picture, using your peripheral vision to help with the sides a little bit, but you're looking down the runway and getting a sight picture with the nose in relation to the stripes on the runway and the full length of it. Now, so we're taxiing back runway 30.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, taxiing back to runway 30, Scottsbluff. Always seems almost, I mean, even watching on the video, I'm always coming in high. It's like
yeah.
I'm always starting off.
Well, some of it is, you'd rather be high than too low.
Fair point.
But, and you got plenty of runway here, so it's not that big of a deal. But as you progress and improve, you're going to want to be more and more precise that you're touching down right what you're aiming for. So if we're aiming for the 1,000-foot markers, that's where you touch down at. But like I say, that just takes a bunch of practice. Once we get you through the solo point, then you can come out and by yourself, you can just practice takeoff and landings. Go out and practice a little bit of air work by yourself, but then come back in, just do takeoff and landings. So you really perfect that sight picture. This is a perfect taxi speed too. I like this. I'll open the door briefly though. Yeah, come summertime when it's 100 degrees out. You'll be sweating with the oldies in here, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt. You flying with Matt later today?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's coming over at 5.
So he still lives in Wyoming somewhere, right?
Yeah, in Torrington. Uh-huh. Okay, let's do 1 notch of flaps on this takeoff and see what a difference there is on the climb out.
Okay.
Trim looks good. Oh, curve heat off. And 1 notch of flaps and you're good to go. Doors closed and locked. Okay, make your announcement. Good.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, departing runway 30, staying in the pattern, Scottsbluff.
Tell you what, go ahead and turn on your taxiway. Just make it a little bit easier for
the
people.
upper?
No, just to this side.
To the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow the label.
Hard to believe we get the labels in the right spot.
It's one of those things, don't overthink it.
Yeah. Okay. Power set. There's 60. This is general back pressure. Ready with the right rudder. There you go. Looking good. Well, it's still not climbing like a bandit, is it? Not like it did a couple weeks ago. Yeah, no, when it was low, man, it's like, wow, rocket ship. Well, this is looking a lot better. You're staying right over the runway in this climb out. So we like to see. Just a slight touch of the rudder. There you go. Another crazy ballpark to see with that bar right in the way.
Yeah, just lean forward a little bit.
There you go. Start your left turn, crosswind. Now when do we use the rudder pedals? Anytime we have an airspeed change, an altitude change, or a direction change, we gotta use a little bit of rudder pressure. Okay. Well, I am grateful that the geese are gone. And
Oh, got it.
I wonder if we can make it through the goose season without clobbering more of them.
You ever hit one?
I've hit two. At the same time. Nailed one in the windshield and one in the left wing. Those were the King Air. That still did a whole bunch of damage.
I'm sure it did.
Okay, there's your 5,000 feet.
Did you hit it on takeoff or landing?
Yeah, I was actually coming to land at Louisville, Kentucky at the downtown airport. That was 2 days before 9/11. And left one in the right windshield, which it bounced off. It didn't break the window. And hit one in the left wingtip, smashed it all the way to the spar.
It's crazy. Scott Spot traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, left downwind for runway 30, Scott Spot.
Of course, since they grounded all the airplanes anyway for a couple of weeks, like, yeah, I didn't need it for a little while anyway. I had to ferry it over to Dayton, Ohio. Pretty good, a little bit of a turn to the right. We're gradually getting closer and closer to that runway. It's going to make our base leg really tight.
Yeah.
Okay, beam the numbers, power back, carburetor on. And then when you get slowed up enough to get into the flap range, which is the white arc on your airspeed indicator, you can add 1 notch of flaps. And after you get those flaps in there, then you can start trimming it up for the 85. Were we using 80 for approach speed before?
We've been doing 85.
Okay, 85. I forget from one airplane to the next what we were using.
Yeah.
But 85 seems to work pretty good. At least in these papers.
Yeah.
The Cessna, you gotta go a little bit slower because they're harder to slow down. Or get slow enough to land. Okay, on the base leg, we're looking at final approach here. Don't see anybody else coming in.
Got all kind of outside the pattern on this one.
Yeah, just go ahead and make your gentle turn to final. Usually runs 2 in the turn, and then just enough rudder pressure to compensate for it. See, when you get a little bit of right either in there, it tells me you're using a little bit too much rudder. There you go. Alright, we're a little high, so bring up a little more power. Keep that thing, there you go. That looks good. Keep the thing pitched for 85. And you can go ahead and pull flaps. Retrim as necessary. And bring out some more power. Since you can't even see the 1,000-foot markers anymore.
Yeah.
At least I can't. There you go. See our descent rate really increased rapidly. Airspeed staying the same, but descent rate is coming down really nice. 200 feet above the runway. As we get to this point, we can slow that descent rate by adding just a little bit of power. Not much, just like 100 RPM.
That's too much.
We started to climb again almost, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it down and down. Use your rudder to keep you lined up with the runway. Now just keep easing that power off. A little bit more rudder. A little more rudder. There you go. All the way to idle. All the way to idle. There you go.
Terrible.
That's alright. You can get it. It'll slow her down. Let's go. We'll back taxi again just so we got plenty of runway for takeoff climb out. And
man, that sucked.
Maybe what we'll do this time is on the way in I'll help you just a little bit with the rudder and see what that does for us. Okay, now open the door a little bit. Well, bungees for that landing gear work pretty good, don't they? This set's getting a workout. No, you're doing fine. Okay, when you clear the runway, flaps up, curve heat off. And you can announce you're clear, taxiing 30.
Scottsbluff traffic pacer 26 Delta, clear runway 30, taxiing back. Scottsbluff. That was kind of out of order, but
yeah, that's alright. So what we're going to do this time, just to see what kind of a change there is also, is we're going to do no flaps on the landing. We'll use 1 notch for takeoff, but we'll do a no flap landing just to see how it looks. And see if that's any easier for you. Might change the sight picture a little bit. Sometimes that helps. Do a little change up.
we've done it before. I mean, this is one of the bumpier days. I remember being up, but
yeah. Yeah, when I got back in here about noon, and it was smooth as glass. I couldn't believe it.
It's my biggest gripe with this part of the country is the wind.
Yep. Join the club, buddy. I think that's everybody's biggest gripe. Of course, if it wasn't for the wind, everybody'd move here.
Probably not.
It'd be crowded. Well, if they put the wind in Florida, there would be fewer people down there.
Yeah.
They got the heat and humidity down there all summer.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll go play on the water.
There you go. It is nice down there. I like it.
I like where I was in Jacksonville, so you didn't have all the touristy stuff and all that. Yeah.
You're far enough north that you're just barely in Florida.
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, I see this little brake on here.
Oh, yep.
It can. Yep. Cuts me out.
Yep.
I don't know how that happened. Pretty got caught in something. Probably got slammed in a door or something.
Yeah.
Make your announcement. Don't see anybody coming in on final.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, departing runway 30, staying in the pattern, Scottsbluff.
Excellent. Trim looks good.
It's a lot harder to feel that trim when you're buffeting all over.
Yeah, when you're kicking around.
Yeah.
Pretty much if you're adding flaps, it's wanting to push the nose down anyway. So, in order to maintain speed, then you gotta add a little back pressure.
So you go ahead and, let's see,
I think you have to give it a little touch of down trim.
okay, back pressure. Nice. Okay, lower the nose just a little bit, let it accelerate. There you go, very nice.
dust dogs out there. Slow down a little bit. There you go. About that. Make your announcement, then we'll get started with our landing.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, downwind for runway 30, Scottsbluff.
Alright, bring your camera back, read on, and
no flaps this time. Let's do a no flap landing. Just see what happens. That means maintain 5,000 feet until you get back to your 85. It will probably give you just a little bit higher angle of attack. Generally speaking, those flaps kind of help lower that nose a little bit, give you a little flatter look anyway. Trim it as necessary. Start your turn. Control the descent rate with power. If you're a little high, just bring some power off. Then bring a little more off because you're plenty high. Double checking final approach, everything looks good. Turn final. Yeah, and just use 90 also for approach speed for now. Making that turn there, stopping the turn, ease off that left rudder. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm going to ride with you from here. Okay. And power-wise, this is plenty of power. Looks good. We're just a little bit fast. So ease off a little bit of power, like 100 RPM. We'll just hold this speed. There you go. That's looking good. Yeah, doing a nice job. Oh, this is looking really good. Okay, now just bring it all the way to idle. Oh, well, you don't want to flare it to the point that we float. But we just hold this here. Oh, man. Wow. We were so close there once to touching down and it didn't quite do it.
That was close. That was weird.
Yeah, when you get like that, you just stay there and keep riding it, because if you end up letting go and letting the nose drop, you'll slam it super hard. Okay, let's do one notch flaps. Go ahead and bring the car beat off full power. But it looked completely different, didn't it? Yeah. The nose was pretty high the whole time. Better rudder, straighten that nose out. There you go.
All over the place.
That's alright, we're just getting kicked around.
You know, traveling commercial, you always notice the drops, right?
Yeah.
When it's bumpy.
Yeah.
Don't remember ever noticing the kick in the ass. On marbles.
Yeah. We're getting thermal right up right at the moment. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, you end up kind of having to dance on those rudder pedals a little bit, and you're going to get kicked around a little bit more. Okay, 400 feet, flaps up. Let's start your turn.
It's just hard to get used to. You know, past, I don't know, 3 or 4 times I've been up, super flat,
Yeah,
super smooth, and
yeah, and then we got these little thermals, which that is kind of frustrating. I'll give it another shot, this time with full flaps, and see how it goes for us. And I might go ahead and let's do that 90 again. Yeah, on the speed, on the first speed. I think that gave us just we were settling down there. We just ended up settling a little bit, just a hair too high. Yeah. It's technically still March, so that's pretty early. Okay. There you go, pull that power up, stop the climb.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, left downwind for runway 30, Scottsbluff.
Okay, being the numbers, power back, clear lead on. Bringing the power back further, about 1500. Once the car beats on, should be back close to 1500. And then 1 notch of flaps when you're in flap range. And we'll aim for 90 this time to see what happens. Yeah, you can go ahead and start your turn to base. Check the final approach, everything looks good. I don't see anybody else out there. Yeah, this is settling down nice. I like this. Yeah, gave it 100 RPM, that looks good.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta on final, runway 30, Scottsbluff.
You turn to final. Not quite, there you go. Do aileron and rudder together. You don't want to skid around the corner. Do a nice coordinated turn. Bringing that full flaps in. Lower the nose a little bit. Bring a little more power up. You're staying high. Lower the nose. Keep your speed going. Bring that power up. Got caught with a little thermal there. There you go. Yeah, just hold this. Okay, now bring in just a little bit of power. Nice. Keep your eyes down the runway at this point. Now, just hold that nose off. Use that rudder pedal. There you go. Idle. Oh, wow. That was good. You see there, right as you're going to idle, we add a little more back pressure. Just keep that nose from dropping and smacking it. That was a good one. That was a great one. Okay. Put your flaps back to 10. Curve lead off. To 10, 1 notch flaps.
Oh, did I put it I did put it all the way down. Alright.
There you go. Alright. Power to it. Do another one. That was good.
Scottsbluff traffic, Station 26 Delta. We're on the climb out off 30 and we're going to be remaining in the pattern here at Scottsbluff. Okay. Oh, no, we're not quite 400 feet yet. Getting there. Okay, flaps up.
So where was he?
He was doing the DME arc approach, and I thought he said he was out to the north. I don't remember where he said he was. He was still a ways out though. But the key is that when somebody else may announce that they're going to be doing something with Screwy in there, that let them know what we're doing right then, and so just in case he just tuned in, he's aware that we're in the pattern and what we're doing.
That's what we're at. Grid 3-1 is suggesting down the ORD in the runway 5 approach, given the traffic system 95
Okay, he's inbound on the VOR 5 approach, go ahead and turn downwind. Scottsbluff traffic, Station 26 Double. Just turning downwind 30 Scottsbluff, be watching for you.
Everyone thank you, we're still here, we'll give you a call, we closure.
Roger. He's on the, that's a blade, so that means that's a military helicopter. Turn that down just a little bit, please. It's pretty loud when I came through. Yeah, I like those visors up there. It just makes it a little more comfortable in here all the time. But you can see through them, so traffic up there, you can spot them. Hey, bring that car back a little bit more, give you some flying there. I already told him that we were turning down on this, so. Get a little bit farther to the right. We're getting pretty tight there on 30. There you go. Okay, being the numbers, power back. Beat up. Pitching for 90. Beat. Then when you're in flap range, you can add a notch of flaps. And start your turn to final. Alright, double checking final approach, looks clear, continue your turn. Plenty high, so go full flaps and then bring off another 100 RPM or so. Take your thumb off that button, pull up full flaps. Yeah, Scottsbluff traffic, Station 26 Delta is on mile 530 Scottsbluff. There you go. A little less power, bring another 100 RPM up. Hold that nose down so you can keep that speed. Bring it all the way to idle. Let's go ahead and lower that nose. Keep the speed. So we shoot down here. Oh, we don't want that much speed. But let me just stay with you here. Keep that speed. Got us still at idle?
Yep, it's idle.
Okay. Just hold this speed, we're lined up, looking nice. Okay, then at this point, we got plenty of speed, so let's just leave it all the way at idle. We're just level out here, keep looking down the runway. Plunk. So what we did is we kind of leveled out there, 5-10 feet off the runway, and then just held that as we bled off that speed, holding the nose higher and higher, and then kaplunk. Very good. And do another one?
We can, sure.
Alright.
What time is it?
It is
3:30. Yeah, we got
3:30. Okay. Alright, flaps to 10. Got to beat off. Full power. Oh, and there's a helicopter. We got him in sight. That's Captain Traffic, Pacer 26 Delta. We're on the roll 30. We got the helicopter inbound in sight.
51, thank you. So well, got you in sight there now. Just across the midfield. We're with the roll approaching to 10.
Yeah, roger that. Okay. Just use a little bit of rudder pressure, a little less movement there. Of course, I know we're getting kicked around, but there you go. Looking good.
Did you see that video online of a Black Hawk departing down the runway and then a Cirrus came in and the vortex from the...
Got him?
Caught him.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. When did that happen, did it say?
Airport Ferry traffic, grid 318, 60, to miss, VOR, using your runway 5 approach, the understern head for public holding of Scottsdale VOR. Airport traffic.
Yeah, timing-wise, that worked out perfect with that helicopter.
Yeah.
They practiced an instrument approach there. Good.
Dew point -08 Celsius. Altimeter 2981. Remarks. Density altitude 6,300. Highling Field, Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Automated weather observation 2129er Zulu. Wind 270 at 05.
Only 5 knots of wind. What are you complaining about? Okay. As we turn downwind here, go ahead and switch tanks to that left tank. Good. Yeah, that's good. Of course, if the engine quit right now, what would you do?
Switch back.
Switch back. But you're so close to the airport, you might just aim for landing on runway 5. The wind's not bad. There you go, you can make your announcement.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, downwind for runway 30, Scottsbluff.
flap range, you can add a notch of flaps. Okay, at a 45-degree angle to the end of the runway, make your turn. Checking the final approach on the way in here on the base leg. It looks good. This is a nice square pattern now. Looking good. Okay. You can see you're sinking a little bit faster here. Notice that you've noticed that. So you added just a little bit of power. That's plenty. That's plenty. Start your turn to final. Oh, that's a nice pattern. Looks really good. And a little low, so you're going to add a little bit more power. And you're going to wait on the, that's okay, but you wait on the full flaps at this point. So you're just going to hold that until you get closer to that runway. A little bit more power. Okay, and you start easing the power back off because you're going to get caught in another updraft here in a second. Not too much farther off, but... Okay, you can make it now. Go full flaps. Alright, bring that power back a little bit. Back to 1500-ish. Holding the speed. There you go, looking good. Looking good. Now keep your eyes down the runway. Hold that nose up, gradually pull that throttle. There you go, nice. Holy mackerel! Yeah. You're getting it now. You're starting to click. You're starting to see the differences there though.
Yeah.
And I liked how you're anticipating some of those, the altitude loss and gain there on the funnel, so you're adjusting the power as necessary. Looking good. Gonna do one more?
Yeah, we can do one more.
Okay. And Kirby it off. Alright. Takeoff. Roll that nose off and then you just hold it there and let it fly itself off. Yeah. That was nice.
It's definitely different, taking longer.
Yeah. Or your ground roll is a lot longer.
Yeah.
And you're doing a nice job keeping it over the runway on your climb out. back when I was doing my, getting my helicopter license. Yep. My instructor told me on that because I had kind of... I have no idea where it was or what that was. Anyway, yeah, Scottsbluff traffic, Base 26 Delta, just turning left downwind to runway 30 Scottsbluff. Anyway, I kind of had a death grip on the cyclic, and consequently, I was kind of overcorrecting constantly. And instructor said, man, just let go of that thing, you're just hanging on to it with 2 fingers. There's no way you can squeeze too hard with 2 fingers. And you just fly with 2 fingers. So I did that, man, and it just smoothed right out. Everything seemed to be pretty comfortable. Yeah, here's your 5,000 feet. Maybe we got to try, because I know this thing takes a little more grip in order to move it. It's a little bit heavier on the controls, especially when we're getting kicked around a little bit. Yeah. But if fine when we're doing just straight and level flight, if you change to just 2-finger hold in the straight and level, it might prove to be a little bit easier to make small corrections.
I got to the point where when we weren't being kicked around, I trusted the trim a lot more. And,
Yeah, there you go.
I could do that. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I get kicked around, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Power back. Yeah, keep ourselves going parallel to the runway. I really don't want to get too close to it. Read on good, bring it back to 1500 RPM. Pitching for 90. There you go, looking good, 1 notch of flaps. Make your turn to base. Well, this guy's got a lot of hay left from last winter, or last summer, I mean. Okay, we'll double check final approach, looking good. You start your turn to final. Bring just a little bit of final off, like another 100 RPM. And go ahead and go full flaps, you're plenty high. Keep your 90 on your speed. We got a little bit of an updraft there. We're fighting. Yeah.
Scottsbluff traffic close area, Bravo from out final, runway 30, full stop Scottsbluff.
Go ahead and announce that you're on final 2, short final.
Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta on short final, runway 30, Scottsbluff.
There you go, it's looking good. Right on the center line. Crabbing into the wind right now, that's okay. And then as we get down a little bit closer, we'll start to add a little bit of rudder, line ourselves up at the runway. This looks really nice. Real nice approach. Hold that down and now start bringing that rudder in, and then just hold that up. Oh, bring that rudder in, there you go. There you go.
All of a sudden you came off that draft and...
Yeah, it just starts to sink. That's good. Alright, you want to call it a day?
Yeah, that's good.
Good job. You're getting it. I know sometimes Brett doesn't feel like it, but you are. You got any time tomorrow?
Maybe. I'll send you a text in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look at my schedule again. I forgot what I was doing tomorrow.
It's supposed to be a lot cooler tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be nice. To see how the wind is though.
I'm gonna send you a text tonight too. I just gotta check the.
Okay, just announce that you're clear of 3.
Sorry. Scottsbluff traffic, Pacer 26 Delta, clear, runway 30, Scottsbluff.
Okay, flaps are up, curb heat off, and landing light off.
There you go.
Yeah, tomorrow, let's see here. I want to go scheduled at 8 in the morning, but he's flexible, so
It's pretty nice. Might, and he's my neighbor, giving him a hand with some stuff, so that's no big deal.
How many students you have now?
11.
Wow.
But one of them is pretty sporadic.
Although a couple of them said that they wanted to get wound up, get these things finished. So I was like, oh, that's good.
If I had a couple of grand laying around, we'd do the
I
same.
know, I understand totally.
Yeah. The Saab, or is that the 1900?
Looks like the 19, well, it's got the tall tail, so I was going to say 1900, and they're out there waiting.
Yeah. They got a Saab also that they fly in here occasionally. But yeah, that's the 1900.
See how he's getting, no, that's the Saab.
Oh yeah, sure enough.
But you see how he was getting kicked around a little bit too on final.
Yeah. There, 9-seat Saab.
No, you're doing a nice job today. What are some things you think you can work on still?
Well, in all honesty, after the last lesson, I thought I was getting better, and it's hard to gauge it today just because of the bounce around, but I feel like I regressed a little bit.
Why do you think, any idea why you think that might happen?
I don't know. Over-controlling, overcompensating, whatever.
There you go. Last time we did a couple days in a row, didn't we? Wasn't it pretty close together? Or was it a long ways apart too?
No, unfortunately, so far this year, they've all been almost a month apart.
That's right.